back at it again. What is going on, everybody? You can call me Rizzo. Thank you for checking out the channel. And today we're going to continue on the progress with the two case mod builds that we have going on. We're going to do a little bit of painting, a little bit more drilling, some pre-fitting. And with that being said, let's jump to it. And first up, here's a quick and dirty update on the old PC case. It's all masked up all the way around so that just the insides are exposed and ready for paint. And next up is the T-shelf case. All the initial mock-ups with the standoffs, some of the mounting holes are pre-drilled through the acrylic panel. There's a couple more tidy things I have to do up in the front. I have to install or pre-drill more mounting holes in the corners of the acrylic panel to mount onto that. And then I still have to map out how I'm going to do the rear section with all the two drives that I have and the power supply. A little bit of a progress report over here. I did a couple of things off camera, one of which is painting. Well, I mean, that's just because it's literally watching paint dry. With this one, as you can see, it's painted all the way around on the inside. The back side of the motherboard tray is black as well, so when you look at it from the other side, it's completely blacked out. Now, it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, so we're going to have to instate the 2 feet rule for this, and by 2 feet I mean the distance of your eyes to your feet. Well, I mean, I guess even if your feet were on your chin, it would still look pretty damn good, to be honest with you. The next step for this though is we're going to do a little bit of a trimming, specifically here with these tabs, and we're going to measure out the acrylic panel where 2 more 120mm fans will go, and then a third will go there. So we'll have a full intake array of fans as well. Alright, and now for this little beauty here, I painted it black all the way around on a separate day. There was a couple of days where it rained here, so they did kind of stall a lot of the progress of painting. I had to make a makeshift paint booth out of a rather large box and a corner under the stairs, under a porch, as we do live in an apartment. But this is pretty much final mock-up of the front. Next time you'll see this will actually be the final assembly day, because this is all pretty much done. The front panel is all drilled for mounting. The new taller standoffs are on, so we could fit these cables a little bit more comfortably behind the motherboard, and I do have a ton of these nifty wire management ties to go underneath, and there's going to be a lot of room behind there, about 2 to 3 millimeters between this and the motherboard, so that's pretty good. Same thing for the GPU. The routing will kind of be similar. It'll be fashioned similar to the 24 pin going behind the motherboard and then twisting to back here. And for the back, well, as you can see, there's nothing really right now because that's gonna be worked on during the final assembly day, where I'll figure out where the position of the power supply will be. It'll be a floating power supply to just kind of loop these into. 2 drives that I have will go down here, and that's that. I mean, minimal work at that point. It'll be just a couple more holes to drill for the brackets holding the drives. The power supply will kind of be a floating effect. A couple of other little bits I still have to do is, since this vertical GPU bracket really doesn't hold or support the GPU itself, there is a lot of wobble there. So what I'll do is I'll fold up some acrylic and I'll do a full length acrylic support, so it'll kind of definitely look like more of a floating effect, so you don't see this bracket as well.